happy new year. Happy new you. Whoa. 2024 is January 4th, 2024. 14222024. Wow. Here we are. I'm so grateful. I'm so thankful to be here. I'm so grateful and so thankful to tell you a little bit about Rythmia. Right now, we opened January 1st. We opened back up. We had the week between Christmas and New Year's off. New Year's Eve, we started accepting people, and people came. We are full. We're full this week. Hey, everybody, welcome. Thank you for streaming in. We're full this week at Rythmia. I did the opening workshop. I got to do the opening workshop. What a privilege to do the opening workshop on Monday. And I'm teaching Reverend Michael. Hey, Kevin. Hey, everybody. What's up? Teaching Reverend Michael's class on Tuesday, Wednesday, and Friday. The answer is you. I get to teach my teacher's class. Reverend Michael is coming to Rythmia next week. I'm super excited. Hey, Natalie. 346 in the house. Woohoo. What's up? I just love it. I love it. And so Rythmia is full this week. It's amazing to feel that wonderful energy of everyone being there and all the transformation. I am so honored that I get to walk this path. Hey, Petra, good to see you. Hey, Jocelyn, great to see you, everybody. Thank you. Dale's here. Woo, wow. Great to see everybody. So, man, first of all, it's so cool when people come up to me at Rythmia and they're like, I watched your walking the path and it really helps me. You know, that's amazing. What's even more cool is I'm getting emails and texts from people who are reporting that they're receiving something, which I'm so grateful. And I have to just acknowledge this one thing, that there's one source, one power, one mind. It's infinite. It's in me. It's in you. It's all around us. And it's that source, that power, that intelligence that we open ourselves up to. And it flows through me and it connects with that same thing in you. And then we meet in some magical place and something connects. That's the magic. That's the magic. That's the magic of Rythmia, because it's the same energy in the medicine, in the plant medicine. It's the same energy everywhere. I believe in pan consciousness. One source, one power. Everything has a level of consciousness. We can describe that consciousness as self-reflective consciousness. That's what we have. We can think about what we're thinking about. That's self-reflective consciousness. But there's a consciousness in, hey, everybody, what's up? I got some great people in the house. Thank you. That there's a consciousness in plants. It's not necessarily human consciousness, but it's a consciousness. There's an intelligence in the plants. There's an intelligence in the weather systems. There's an intelligence in the molecular structure of inanimate objects. It's the same thing in, through, and as everything. And so it's that intelligence that's in me and in you that meets when we come in to a space like this. So I'm just opening this space knowing that something magical is happening. Something wonderful is happening right now, as we anchor into this new year energy, as we anchor into this new beginnings energy, and we begin again. My topic today is Jody. Great. Yeah, go call the crew. Natalie, she's like, I'm calling the crew. Call them. My topic today is acceptance. And this is a topic I'm going to work through all month. It is huge. Our acceptance makes it real and opens the space for manifestation to rush in. That's one level of acceptance. Another level of acceptance is accepting everything just as it is, accepting ourselves as we are, accepting the situation as it is. And this is both levels of acceptance are challenging. And this is our spiritual growth. This is our spiritual path. So let's talk about the first level of acceptance. My acceptance makes it real and opens the space for manifestation to rush in. This is a level of acceptance for manifestation. There are, Reverend Michael was talking on the pulpit from Agape this last Sunday about the three levels of manifestation. There's first the idea of it, right? The thinking about it, the visualization of it. The second level of manifestation is the feeling of it. We have to feel that it's already happened. We have to feel the vibration of that which is seeking to emerge. This is a little bit more challenging because it is thinking independent of circumstance and condition. And this is the level of acceptance where we begin to feel our prosperity and abundance before a particular thing has manifested. The next level of acceptance is the manifestation of that thing through action. So we're compelled to inspired action from our feeling tone of it. So these are the three levels of manifestation, and it's all based on acceptance. I must accept that it's already been given to me. Now, how does that work? How does that work in terms of manifesting something? So the key is that our state of mind creates our reality. Our state of mind creates our reality. There is no firm reality out there that is independent and always the same that we interpret. There's only one reality that's independent and always the same, and that's the reality of God. That is the unified field. That is the infinite intelligence. That is the consciousness of the divine, which exists outside of time and space. It's extemporal. It exists independent of circumstance. In fact, that's the realm that we must enter in order to manifest things in our life. For we say that it's already done in the mind of God. What does that frickin' mean? It's already done in the mind of God. Yeah, well, it ain't done here. Exactly. That's my point. Okay, how does that work? If there is a realm of ever-expanding good, some in the ancient texts have called it heaven. If there is a realm of what the quantum physicists call the unified field, then that exists outside of time and space, the time-space continuum. In my very lay person's understanding of time-space is the distance, the time that it takes to travel between two fixed points. That's time, how long it takes to get from here to there. That's our understanding of time, and it exists in space. The consciousness of God, without beginning, without end, is eternal. That's a hard concept because our minds are not eternal. Our minds are finite, and we think in terms of language, and language is finite. So we must step into this understanding that there is a realm where all things exist, everything all at once, all the time. Did you ever see that movie? Everything all at once, everywhere, all the time, whatever the name of that. That's the movie. That's the mind of God, all at once. There's no past, there's no present, there's no future. There's just the eternal now in which all things are occurring simultaneously at the same time. It's already happened. It's already done in that realm. Now, let's refer to an ancient text to understand the art of manifestation. In the beginning, there was with God, and the Word became flesh. That's the New Testament, or that's the Genesis idea written in a language of the Renaissance. That's not the language of the Bible. So let's to a more metaphysical understanding of that. In the beginning, there was the Word. What is a word? The word, a vibration, a frequency. A word literally is spoken. First, it's an electrochemical reaction in the brain that's spoken, and that has a particular frequency and vibration, sound. In the beginning, there was an idea. In the beginning, there was a frequency. In the beginning, there was a vibration, and that was in the realm of God. What does that mean? That was in the infinite. That was outside of time and space. That was in the mind energy, the self-existent mind energy of God, already complete. And the Word became flesh. That is really what I also, in my layman's understanding, layperson's understanding, that's Einstein's special theory of relativity. E equals mc squared. Energy equals matter. E and m are on different sides of an equal sign. I don't know how to get to that equation. I don't know the math that got him there, but I know this. E is energy, m is mass or matter, and they're on different sides of an equal sign. That means energy and matter are the same thing. Energy is sped up matter, and matter is slow stored energy. Therefore, in the beginning, there was the idea, the frequency, the vibration, the logos, and it lowered its vibration to take form. The word became flesh. In the beginning, there was the word, and the word was with God, and the word became flesh. In the beginning, there was an idea. It was in the realm of the infinite. It was in the unified field, and it had a very high frequency and vibration. And as it slowed down, it took form. This is the process of manifestation. So when we pray, we say, and so it is. It's already done. It's already done in the mind of God. It's a hard thing to swallow when I'm praying for health. I'm praying for abundance. I'm praying for a realization of something that already exists in the infinite. And I am bringing my awareness to it to make it real and open the space for manifestation to rush in. I must accept that it exists independently, self-existent, outside of space, time, outside of circumstance and condition, in the realm of the infinite. And it is my acceptance of that that makes it real. I'm calling it forth. Not only am I calling it forth, but remember the three realms of manifestation. The first is the thinking about it. The second is the feeling about it. The feeling has a vibration. The feeling has a frequency, and it's radiant. So it's really not the law of attraction. It is the law of radiation. I'm radiating out this feeling, and that vibrational frequency is calling its match to me. Its match is in the realm of the infinite. Its match is in the realm of the ever-expanding good. Its match is in the outside of time and space. My acceptance makes it real and opens the space for manifestation to rush in. Now, we have to be patient because it takes some time for stuff to happen in the 3D world. We're talking about 5D or whatever D, more than 3, okay? So this is the first level of acceptance. My acceptance makes it real and opens the space for manifestation to rush in. And it has to do with manifestation. The second connected but different realm of acceptance that I want to talk about today is just as it is, including ourselves. And this has to do with self-improvement. This has to do with our sense of wanting something better. There's a wonderful book, one of my favorite books of all time is this Start Where You Are by Pema Chodron. Start Where You Are, Pema Chodron. You can see it's all dog-eared. I have lots of, I've read this book a lot. And in it, she unpacks 36 slogans from the 14th century Tibetan writings. One of the slogans is, give up all hope of fruition. I wanted to share that with you because it's a very uplifting New Year's thought. Give up all hope. Ha! Happy New Year. What does that mean? So these slogans are like Buddhist koans. They're like mind teasers or poetry that's tightly wrapped, and so we have to unpack it. Pema Chodron unpacks this slogan, give up all hope. Why give up hope? That doesn't sound very uplifting. Give up hope for something better. We think that we want to improve, but that predicates an assumption that there's something wrong now. And anytime I'm wanting to be better, more spiritual, thinner, healthier, more loving, richer, healthier, whatever it is, whatever I'm wanting, a better relationship, a better job, more clarity, I am in essence attacking myself. It's an attack thought because I am saying at some level, at some point, it boils down to right now isn't enough. I'm not enough. This moment isn't enough. This situation isn't enough. This relationship isn't enough. This job isn't enough. My bank account isn't enough. My health isn't enough. And when we say that, we are operating against the metaphysical law of manifestation, which says, to he who has, even more shall be given. To he who has not, even that shall be taken away. What does that mean? That's also kind of like, what's up, Jesus? How you be saying that you're going to take it away from those who don't have, those who already have? That does not sound cool. what the Bible is saying is a metaphysical statement that a consciousness of abundance begets more abundance, and a consciousness of lack begets more lack. So when I'm wanting something better than what I have right now, I'm in essence saying now isn't enough. There's something wrong, and that's coming from a fundamental sense of lack, and it is perpetrating a malpractice, a malpractice against the law of radiance and the law of manifestation, which states that we must feel that we already have it. We must move beyond circumstance and condition. Now, this is not just some woo-woo thing where you go, oh, everything's fine, even when it's not. No. Okay, let me get here. I'm listening. Okay, so here's the thing. We think that if I accept the situation as it is, if I accept my relationship as it is, my job as it is, my finances as it is, my health as it is, if I accept those things as they are, we think that we are resigning, almost signaling to the universe that this is enough. That's it. I don't want any more thanks. No. We must create from the overflow. We must create from our fullness. It's the principle here is that it is an ever-increasing good. God is an ever-increasing good. Life is an ever-increasing good. So it's already good. Now, from my fullness, I create more. I can't create from lack. I have to create from something. I have to have that vibrational frequency of enoughness already, fullness already. That does not mean that I deny the current circumstance, but I acknowledge through gratitude what I already have. And from that fullness of what I already have, I then can create more. To he who has, even more shall be given. A consciousness of abundance creates more abundance. How does this work when, let's say, we're looking to manifest health? So if somebody's sick and they ask me to pray for them, I don't say, oh, everything's fine, you're healthy. I'm not denying, we can't deny the circumstance. There is a circumstance. Someone's having an experience of illness. And so I must acknowledge, I'm not denying their pain. I'm not denying the suffering. But what we must do as metaphysicians is see through the circumstance to the good that's underneath and behind it and back of it. For if it is true that there's only one thing, and that thing is good, and that thing is God, and it's always full, and it's always enough, and it's abundant and peaceful and joyful and prosperous and balanced and order and harmonious and excellent and creative and spontaneous and loving. If that is the truth, then behind every circumstance, behind every condition is that truth. And it's my acceptance that makes it real and opens the space for manifestation to rush in. I must see beyond circumstance. So if I am practicing as a practitioner, if I am praying for somebody's health, I don't deny their health, but I see that at the center of their being has to be God. At the center of their being has to be life. Life. We can say God, we can say life, we can say energy, we can say source. There's something alive in there. And if it wasn't there, nothing, medicine, prayer, psychology, science couldn't do shit, because science, psychology, medicine, and prayer cannot create life. Only life can create life. Only God can create life. Only the energy of that ever expanding good creates life. And so I have to acknowledge there's an appearance, a circumstance, a condition, but don't get caught up in appearances. Don't get caught up in circumstance, because circumstances change, appearances shift. Those things are always changing. So I must see through the circumstance to the truth behind, that at the center of this person's being is health. At the center of this person's being is God. At the center of this person's being is the perfection. At the center of every atom of their body is a perfectly arrayed nucleus and protons and neutrons that are spinning around in a perfect order. There is perfection at the center of every cell of their being. And it is that we see through the circumstance to the truth, with a capital T. Truth, capital T, that which is real, true, enduring, unchanging, the same yesterday, today, and tomorrow. We see through it. If we are manifesting abundance and prosperity in our lives, we cannot manifest it from a sense of lack. We must manifest from a sense of abundance. That's hard when I can't pay my rent next week. But what must I do then? We must generate a feeling of my needs are met right now. We can anchor into something that right now, if you're sitting and listening to me, your needs are met. There's something that's met. You're not running off to do something right now. You have water. You have what you need right this second, right now. I'm not talking about next week. From this place, this moment, my needs are met right now. I'm okay right now. A lot of people come to me. A lot of my clients will come to me and talk about a scarcity. I'm afraid I can't pay my rent. I can't pay my bills. And so I sit with them and I say, okay, right now, are you okay? Right now, do you have right now you have your place. Right now, you have a roof over your head. Right now, do you have food? Right now, we're okay. Right now, my needs are met. And we generate, hey, thank you, David. We generate a consciousness of my needs are met now, and the next moment, and the next moment. It's not easy, but it is completely possible. It takes some focused effort to say, okay, independent of circumstance and condition, right now I'm okay. Right now my needs are met. Right now I feel it. Now we're in that second level of manifestation. I'm feeling it. And then from that feeling, I will be compelled to right action. The other thing that we have to do when we're working with acceptance is to be able to accept the unexpected. We say at Agape, the Oath of Manifestation, written by my beloved teacher, Reverend Cheryl Ward. And the Oath of Manifestation says, I accept and receive unexpected good, unexpected kindness, unexpected money, unexpected love, unexpected generosity, unexpected offers, unexpected prosperity coming in unexpected ways from unexpected places in my life and the life of others. I am constantly guided and boldly empowered to receive the lavish abundance of the universe. My acceptance makes it real and opens the space for manifestation to rush in. I open wide the doors of my consciousness to receive and to give. It is done now. Through this oath of manifestation, all things are possible. I declare absolutely that I live in a friendly universe that is always providing for me. I feel it powerfully happening now. Chris is like, unexpected. That's right. Now I got to feel it powerfully happening now. I live in a friendly universe that's always providing for me. Can I feel it powerfully happening now? I open to receive more abundance and to give more abundance than I have ever experienced before. That's another thing we must do. We must give. Giving and receiving. It is a breathing and exhaling, inhaling and exhaling. We must practice the law. We can't do malpractice. The law says giving and receiving. So I have to give, even if it's whatever I think I can give. Whatever I have, you give, and you have that faith that what you're giving is circulated back to you. Every time you pay a bill, don't feel like, oh shit, I don't have that money. I wish I didn't have to pay it. Man, you go, I'm grateful I have what I can to pay, and I know it's coming back to me. Multiplied a minimum of 7 times. So we got to feel it. So we must, so frequently when we're looking at how do I manifest something, how do I manifest health, how do I manifest abundance, I think that it's only going to come in a certain way. Well, I got to figure out, how am I going to get money? I either got to get a raise from my job, or I got to sell something. But you don't know. Nothing is too big for spirit. Nothing is too big for spirit. Things come to us in unexpected ways. Think about it in your life. I know it's happened. I know it's happened to you, where something has happened coming from the unexpected. That's it. Coming from the unexpected. It's coming from outside of our current paradigm. And so sometimes we get locked into a way of seeing it's got to come in this way. It's got to come in this way. Hey, Susan, great to see you. But we don't know spirit. There's 3 realms of knowledge. There's what I know, what I know I don't know, and what I don't know I don't know. I know you guys have heard of that before. The realm of what I don't know is way bigger than anything I know or anything I know that I don't know. Like I know how to speak English. I know I don't know how to speak Chinese, but there's a whole bunch that I don't know. And so our good comes in unexpected ways. So we must accept the unexpected. Unexpected good, unexpected kindness, unexpected love, unexpected joy, unexpected health, unexpected vitality, unexpected insights, unexpected downloads, unexpected prosperity, unexpected generosity, unexpected offers. I'm open. You got to take an oath every day to stay open to the unexpected good that's coming our way. So, acceptance then of the present moment, everything just as it is. Chris, I love it. Overflow and let go. Yes. Everything, accepting everything just as it is not saying that I'm resigning to the current situation. It's saying that right now is enough. I'm enough. This moment is enough just as it is. There's nothing wrong because there's something good here. If it's happening, it's happening, unfolding from the realm of ever expanding good. Even if its appearance is bad, something good is happening. There's some good here. Let me see it. That's one of my favorite prayers. Let me see it. I can't see it. Let me see it. There's an old story that I know a lot of you have heard about a farmer who had a horse. And the neighbor comes by and says, man, you are so lucky you got a horse. I wish I had a horse. You know, I don't have a horse. You're lucky. I'm not lucky. Farmer says, perhaps. And then the next day, the horse runs away. And the neighbor comes by and is like, dude, that's a stroke of bad luck. You know, you had a horse. Now you don't have a horse. That sucks. You're not very lucky. And the farmer says, perhaps, because the next day the horse comes back with 5 other horses. And now the farmer's got 6 horses, leads those horses right back into the stable. Neighbor comes by, is like, holy guacamole, dude. You got 6. So you're like the richest man in town, 6 horses. I can't believe it. You were so lucky. And the farmer says, perhaps. And then because the next day the farmer's son is breaking in the horses, and the horse bucks him off and he breaks his leg. Neighbor comes by, dude, that's a stroke of bad luck. Your poor son must be in a lot of pain. That's not very lucky. Farmer says, perhaps, because the next day the army comes in and it conscripts all of the able-bodied men, but the farmer's son didn't have to go because he was, hurt. Neighbor comes by, that's really lucky, dude. Such a stroke of luck, the farmer says. Perhaps. What we think is bad turns to good. What we think is good turns to bad. That's the way life works. The rose blooms, it blossoms. There's a bud. It's beautiful. It blossoms. It's even more beautiful. It dies. That appears to be bad, but then something else comes up. That's the cycle of life. That's the rhythm of life. And so when appearances and circumstances appear to be bad, we look through the circumstance. We say, this is enough. Just as it is, because there's something good here. I'm enough, just as I am. There's a lesson, there's a blessing, there's something coming through. Let me see it, because I know rock bottom fundamentally that life is good. Everything is unfolding in divine perfection, because there's only one source, one power, and that source is good, and it's an ever-increasing good. So let me see what it is. I accept right now just as it is. I'm enough. This moment is enough, and I'm enough in it. And for those of us who are perfectionists, for those of us who are overachievers, for those of us who are workaholics, this phrase is very important. I'm enough already. I'm enough already. It doesn't mean that you go, okay, I'm enough already. I'm just going to sit here and do nothing. I'm going to watch some Netflix. No, it means that before I take any action, I am stepping into the deep understanding that I am enough. Just as I am, I don't have to do anything. I don't have to meditate more. I don't have to exercise more. I don't have to read more. I don't have to accomplish a bunch of things. I'm enough already. Now, from that enoughness, what's my inspired action? If I'm taking action from, I have to do all this stuff. I have to complete all these tasks. If I don't complete them, I'm nothing. We don't think that consciously. It's an unconscious pattern. Hey, Darren Jacob, good to see you, brother. Well, it's an unconscious pattern that's deeply embedded within us, that it's if-then. If I complete these tasks, then I'll be okay. If I write that book, then I'll be okay. If my bank account is this, then I'll be okay. Hey, Suzanne, it's really good to see you, Susanna. Thank you, Jody. That if-then thinking is predicated on I'm not enough. I've got to do something. Love you too, brother. I got to do something in order to be enough. The truth is, you are perfect, whole, and complete. I am perfect, whole, and complete, just as I am. And from my wholeness, from my fullness, as Chris said, from the overflow, I then have an inspired action. I'm not taking action from holy shit, I got to complete these things, otherwise I'm screwed. It's not that you're not going to do action. It's that the action comes from inspiration, not from fear. So my acceptance makes it real. I'm accepting myself just as I am. I am enough already. This moment is enough. I am enough in it. Now, from my enoughness, what's my inspired action? What's my next step? So this is how acceptance begins to unwind those tightly wound patterns of lack, limitation, limiting beliefs, not enoughness, fear, doubt, lack, worry. All of that gets unwound when we begin to accept ourselves and the situation just as it is. That is not resigning ourselves to the current situation. It is simply saying that it's got to be good because God is all there is. It's got to be good because that's the truth. The truth is an ever-expanding good. Everything fundamentally, life is always for more life, always wants more life. Life is always expanding. What's that line from Jurassic Park? Life will find a way. Life finds a way, always. Life is for more life, and you are part of life. Therefore, life is for you, no matter what the circumstance, no matter what the condition. How do I anchor into that feeling tone? Because my acceptance makes it real and opens the space for manifestation to rush in. My acceptance of myself just as I am. There's no better me. There's no better moment. There's no better bank account. There's no better weight. There's no better iteration of myself. There's no better relationship. There's no better job. There's no better anything. Right now is full to overflowing of enoughness. It's enough. And now from my enoughness, I spin up to inspired action. Because guess what happens when this isn't enough. There's something wrong. I need a new job. I don't like my relationship. This guy's fucked up. Whatever it is, where do we go? What's the energy? It's spiraling down. So we create from the overflow, from our fullness. The whole you is present already. It is your acceptance that lies in the future until it doesn't. Okay, I got to think about that, Chris, but I think you're right. Okay, I'm just reading over here in Facebook world what Chris is saying. So I think that's our talk today. Our acceptance makes it real and opens the space for manifestation to rush in. This moment is enough, and I'm enough in it. I'm enough already. From our enoughness, from our acceptance, we move into inspired action. We generate a feeling tone of all of our needs are met, and more, all of our needs are met, meet us. So that's the talk. That's walking the path today. I'm so grateful. I'm so thankful. I'm so grateful that you guys showed up. I'm so thankful that I get to do this. I'm so thankful for the teachings and the teachers that have brought us from darkness into light. I'm so grateful. So grateful for life. And I recognize God in all of it. I recognize this one source, this one power, this one love, this one mind. It's in, through, and as everything. It's in me. It's in you. It's moving and grooving always for a greater expansion of good. And I know that I am one with it and that you're one with it, that we are indivisible, undivided from that source. It is the thing that is animating our life, breathing our lungs and beating our hearts. Right now, it's spinning the planet without human compulsion. It is from that source that all things unfold in absolute perfection. And so I step into this deep understanding that right now, for each one listening or will listen in the future, that life is good, that all of your needs are met, that everything is unfolding in divine perfection, that you are one with the source of all of life, and therefore life supports you, that you live in a friendly universe that is always providing for you, that it is your acceptance that makes it real and opens a manifestation of more good, more love, more health, more vitality, more success, more beauty, more joy, more order, more balance, more harmony, more excellence, more peace, more abundance, more prosperity, more creativity, more initiation, more spontaneity to unfold in your life in unexpected ways from unexpected places. We step into this high vibrational frequency and we say, it's already done in the mind of God. I'm so grateful to know it's already done in the infinite. It's already done in the unified field. And it's my acceptance that makes it real and opens the space for it to manifest into my experience in the 3D world. So I'm saying it's already done. I'm feeling it's already done. It's good. It's very good. And so it is. Amen. Thank you. Love you. See you soon.